All right, everyone, you are listening to Mom Blab. I'm Laura Nickerson here with Kristen Cruz, and tonight we're blabbing about the pressure to live greener, how to do it with our busy lifestyle, because, we're moms, and let's be realistic, we are not living in some kind of eco bubble, although we try. Plus, we are also going to give you our top 5 things for families to do to celebrate Earth Day. Mom Blab, they talk, we blab, powered by Mom Angeles.
This is Kristen Cruz here. I'm at Kristen Cruz on Twitter and everywhere else. And Laura Nickerson is your co-host. At Knickerberger is how you want to get hold of her on social media. We love being social. As long as it's from home in our pajamas, we will totally hang with you. So please reach out and include hashtag MomBlab if you want to know what's going on with the show. Hashtag Best of LA tells you what's happening in Los Angeles right now. And they are all good, interesting things, whether you're here or somewhere else and you're curious about Los Angeles or planning a trip, we have got you covered. So check that out.
Yes, we do. Hey, right here on Mom Blab, you can catch us on hashtag MomSpaceBlab or Mom Blab, and you can type questions on the sidebar. We want to address them during the show. You can also put a Q in front of it, and that means question, but we're smart. We'll figure that out. Did you hear, by the way, about Kelly Clarkson? Now that American Idol is over, we have to say her name repeatedly so we don't forget about her. Kelly Clarkson had a baby boy. Yeah, congratulations.
She's really doing it. She decided to be a mom and she just really went for it. Now, I have to say, I think that being that she was the first American Idol winner, we have a soft spot in our hearts for Kelly Clarkson, right? She's the OG, and her story being a waitress in Texas, you can just picture slinging hash and singing her country tunes, in the kitchen and hoping that one day she might make it to the big city.
Do some line dancing.
Her reality show jettisoned her career, and she was, little cute Kelly, and now she's just like, bam, she's huge. She's really proved herself. And so the first time I interviewed her in Nashville, I was thinking, I wonder what she's going to be like, because her career literally went from slinging hash in Texas, hoping to be on something reality show, and then pew, right?
Huge ever since.
Right. Yeah. So what, and I got to say, she was the nicest, most normal girl next door. Sounds so cliche, but she really, really, really is. And cool, not trying to pull any like phony, I'm super nice type of celebrity things. She's just the real deal. So I love her. I love that she thinks she could be a great mom. I love that they're in Nashville. I think major congratulations. I'm a big, big fan.
Do you know the name of her baby? Can you guess it if you don't know it? What is
it? I know it. Do I win a prize?
Yes.
I do. It's Remington, as in steel.
Thank you for referencing the steel, because some people would think it would be a gun, but no, it's Remington steel from the 80s. And I love you for knowing, because I had such a prepubescent crush on Pierce Brosnan. I mean, I think I still do have a prepubescent crush.
I think he's the best James Bond. Go ahead and send me hate mail.
No.
I think he's the best James Bond.
No.
He's my James Bond.
My James Bond is Daniel Craig, but my prepubescent moments go to Pierce Brosnan and Patrick Swayze. To you, gentlemen.
I just saw you in the Dirty Dancing dance off at the end of the movie.
You know what? Do not even get me started. I know the dance moves. I have the soundtrack memorized. Of course I do. My sister and I would practice in the basement, learning, the mambo. Torampoco.
All right. And you could have stopped any time before we got to this point. You could have, but you're not. All right. There were babies being born since last time we chatted. The gorgeous and ridiculously funny and always great on Twitter, Chrissy Teigen, who is also the wife of singer extraordinaire John Legend, gave birth to a gorgeous little baby girl. And do you want to guess her name?
Oh, Francine.
How do you know that?
Is that true?
That's weird.
Is that true?
No.
Really? No.
It's baby Luna Simone Stevens.
That's actually, I like that. I like Luna. I like the bars. I like the Harry Potter Luna. These are all good Lunas for me.
I don't know the Harry Potter Luna. Is there somebody coming in our show?
Luna Lovegood?
Maybe. Hi, Radio Lara.
Hi, Radio Lara. Hi, Karen.
Hi,
Hey, speaking of,
Karen.
in a couple of minutes, we have Karen Hudson coming on the show. She's
Mhm.
going to talk with us a little bit about, well, first of all, she's this really fascinating lady with all these she's lifestyle tips and coaching, but she's also going to talk with us about cleaning green because we have our green theme. Even though I'm in a pink theme, our show has got a green theme because Earth Day celebrations are coming up.
Right.
Have you done anything for Earth Day so far?
You guys, I have, oh, criminy. Lara says that Karen's amazing. Hey, we have a tree in our logo, and that is how eco-friendly we are. See that, Mom Angeles?
It's a palm tree.
We
Palm
do
tree.
Everything, you guys. But
it's a drought tolerant palm tree.
That's
so
correct.
That's eco-friendly.
Correct. It's a succulent. Oh my gosh, you guys, speaking of succulent, all right, we're gonna have to do this next week. Do you know there's a new store on Melrose? I'm so ADD. Thank God for Laura Nickerson, you guys. I swear to you, on Melrose, there is a new florist where you go in and make them yourself, and everything is succulents. Have you seen this? It is fabulous. And I want to have these guys on who designed it. It's so beautiful. You guys have to see it. And you know those hanging air plants, you know, the plants that are in the little glass globe with the rocks and all those beautiful little, and you wonder, how do you make those? They teach you. You get to go in and do it. It's on Melrose. We're going to have to talk about that. What?
That sounds like a blast.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
We need to go.
Yeah.
And then we can go down the street to Sweet Lady Jane's and get some chocolate cake. Okay. So what we're going to do is, they're all good. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you our Best of LA with Kristen and Laura, top 5 things to do in Los Angeles later in the show. So I want you to stick around. It's for Earth Day with kids. It's all family friendly stuff. And so that's why we want to bring that up because it is right around the corner. That's why we are green themed. There are a lot of green things happening right here in LA that we want you to know about that are super, super cool. And I got to say, one of the biggest eco-friendly cleaning product companies is opening a big old place in Cyprus and is run by a very cool woman. And I love it when women take the seat in the head seat of a big company like that. And she's very well respected in what she does. So we're going to talk about that too. So Earth Day and 5 things to do with kids coming up later in the show.
Yep. You got it. I want to get to Karen here in just a minute. But first, I have one quick comment to make. Someone stole my idea.
I hate it when that happens. It happens all the time.
You know, I do a lot of action upon my ideas, but I had a really good idea and I didn't do anything about it and someone else did. And now their idea is cool.
Oh, I hate that.
Safety tats. So I had said years ago, I was like, we should get temporary tattoos that you can put on your kids when you go to Disneyland or wherever so that you can put your cell number on them, your name, their name, whatever the way to contact you if you get separated. And I thought you just sell them in like a little kiosk in the front of Disneyland and you write your little stuff on there. And at the end of the day, you wash it off and it's gone. Well, Safety Tat beat me to it.
It's here.
So if you want to check it out, it's perfect for that crowded theme park thing. It's Safety Tat, like T-A-T, like tattoo. It's what the cool people say. But anyway, it's called the tat that brings kids back. Would you do that? Cool. I mean, that's better than a leash, right?
Well,
no?
No, I mean, I have to say, especially with summer right around the corner, this is a really good idea. And especially for the littles, I actually brought this up with my husband, who, is Mr. Safety Guy, because he's Fireman Matt, who you learned about on the show, the morning show I was hosting. And so now we know a little more about Fireman Matt, and he's obviously a fire captain and he's super safe. And then my dad was a police officer. So I'm like surrounded by all these safety people. So I'm like super paranoid and and I don't trust anybody. And I always look for the exit routes when I'm in crowded places. That's
what you were doing when you walked into my house.
Oh yeah. I'm like, okay, so if
I got to get out of here.
She burns that chicken tortilla soup. How do I get out fast? That's what I was doing. But yeah, I'm the person you want to be with if there is an emergency, because I've got like an entire kit in my trunk. So I'm that girl. So I brought this up to my husband and he was like, not so sure I want our kids walking around with their name right on them for anyone else to see, our name, our information, so that anybody can come up there and go, hi, little Johnny, your mommy, Kristen, wants you to come with me. You know, I mean, because all this information is right on your kid's arm, is right on your kid's body.
Okay, I'm going to take it a step further. So safety tap people, listen up. Barcode.
Oh, like they do with pets with the chip in the back of the neck.
No.
Oh.
Not lowjacking your kids.
Oh.
I mean, you know, what are those called? Those little barcodes that you put on your phone.
Oh, like the QR codes, like the
Thank
one
you.
for our show that's on Facebook, by the way, that you can scan.
So impressive. But there, think about it. You put the code on there and you have the app. You get the app and then you just go, kink, kink. Are you my child? Kink, kink. Apparently you belong to me.
Oh, Karen and Mr. Michael, hi, you guys. Well, right, the QR code, Karen thinks is a good idea. And I'm just thinking, though, like, if it's an app that anybody can get, though, why every child predator would have one on their phone?
But no, you get a unique app code for your unique child.
Ah.
I'm telling you, I'm ready for this. Clearly, I'm ready.
You know what? You thought this out. They need to talk to you.
Obviously.
Where are the safety tap people now?
Safety tap people are kicking themselves.
My Laura. She's been thinking this out for you guys up at night, late at night, thinking all night, not sleeping. Oh, all right. Well,
we have to bring on Karen. I really, really want to talk to her. So, hey, I know you're out there, Karen Hudson. You are board certified health and life coach and a freedom fighter and a fear slayer, awesome. Deeply compassionate mentor and coach, co-founder of A Woman's Time, a woman's natural healthcare clinic in Portland, Oregon, and change from the inside out. So, Karen, please come into the show. Your number is up on the Price is Right.
You can go to KarenShudson.com to find out more about Karen at any time. She also is on Pinterest at Karen CFISO. And the great thing is also that she has ebooks. She has all kinds of information on the website. She's ready to load you up with making things better in your life and in the course, because it is Earth Day. We wanted to talk to women and moms and families who were making a difference, making a change, acknowledging the shift. And Karen is one of those people that is pioneering the way for us and making it easy and making it accessible and fast and kind of dumbing it down into layman's terms so we can figure out how to live a greener life. We're all very, very busy people. We don't have time to do all the crazy things.
Yeah.
But there are things in our everyday lives, and Karen's the one helping us out, figuring it out.
There she is.
All right,
Hi,
let's
Karen.
bring Karen in. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I've been just loving listening to you guys, and it's been great. You guys make me smile, laugh, and I can't wait to share with you guys. It's awesome.
We're going to safety barcode you because you're on the show now. Is that
okay?
You,
like the armband, they have to match like in the hospital, right?
That's what I was thinking.
If they could do it at
when you want to leave with your baby.
They can do it at Disneyland.
It's a unique thing. They have to match. No one else has it. It's good to go. It's how they match parents and kids. I just love the idea. So you can still get a jump on
Karen.
Safety tap. Yeah. You could still get a jump on them, is all I'm saying, Laura.
That girl.
Yes. So, Karen, you are a mentor and a coach, and I feel like there have been, the word coach has been thrown out there so much. So before we get to green living, I want to know why I can trust you. And I think I can, and I want to share with others, because Karen is a coach who cares about your life. Now, tell us what coaching is, because some people don't really know. And I really feel like the term has been thrown out there all over Facebook.
Yeah, I think coach is, like you said, it's kind of gets diluted, and a lot of people can call themselves a coach, and you don't know if they went and got a weekend certification or they actually have ever worked with any clients.
Right. Somebody
I know recently just went and spent 6 days and is now calling themselves a life coach, and I'm like, that's great.
Thank you.
But, it's you really, I mean, number one way you should trust me is I've been there, I've done that. And I crawled my way out, and I'm here now. That's why you should trust me.
Props to that.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so no matter the I could tell you all about my certifications, my degrees, and blah, 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 blah. But the truth is, what I'm really, really, really good at is I feel like I put the miner's hat on. We grab hands and we go. And we start to look at all the places that you may have not quite looked at or haven't had a bright light on, you know? And so it's your journey. I'm there as the guide, and we kind of help each other with that. So I support and mentor and coach people to go from where they're at to where they want to be, and shift that inner critic into being their inner guide, that stinking thinking, war within, and really learn how to trust themselves more and trust their choices and learn how to become their own hero. Because I feel like if you can't connect to yourself, it's going to be hard to really connect to anybody else. And the world needs us. The world needs each and every one of us for what we show up for, whether it's a mother, whether it's being a great wife, whatever it is, the world needs every single one of us. And
and you know what? I think it's so important to believe that every single day when it's hard sometimes, and talk about hard times. Karen has gone through the ringer. Her life story, just what could fit on one page of her website is enough to just blow your mind. So go to the website and read that if you want to know more about Karen. Trust me when she says she's been there, done that. She has been there and back. So KarenShudson.com, and read all about that. She's got thousands of people following her on Facebook. They all want to hear what she has to say on a daily basis. That's why she's got an e-newsletter and everything. So check her out. So she's here now to help us feel good, get green, take hold of this whole Earth Day thing we've got staring down at us. And hey, you know what? I want to be like the super green mom who purees all the organic food for my kids by hand every day in like a mill, not even electric. Like I want to pedal it, no electricity.
No, I regurgitate. I regurgitate it for my kids. That's how much I care.
Put it back in their mouth.
Come on, honey, it's lunch.
I can't. My kids don't ride their bikes to school. We don't live in a perfect little town. And, anyhow. But I want to be green. I care. I give a hoot. I don't pollute. I'm sorry. I cannot
Never say
believe
that
I
again.
just did that.
Never say that again.
So sorry. But,
that was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. But, we can do some things, and we can be an example for our kids and make a smaller footprint on this planet and feel good every day when our feet hit the floor. Karen, help us out, and how do we do that?
So I will tell you that I have 4 businesses. I'm a single mom of a 10-year-old and who has special needs on top of it. And, talk about time and energy and all the things, right? So bleep perfectionism, get rid of all that. I'm bleeping myself.
That's good.
So what I like is easy, effective, makes an impact. I can count on it, right? So for me, I like it if I can have the things on hand: vinegar, baking soda, the things that we would have on hand, Castile soap, things like that are every day. And I use essential oils. I use a certified pure therapeutic brand essential oils. They're antibacterial, antimicrobial in and of themselves. So putting them in with, vinegar, water, with baking soda, with those things helps me as a mom in a very quick, effective way trust that what I'm cleaning is taken care of. Okay. So for an example, they used something on my dog when I had to get her groomed, and she came home, and within 2 days, my son kept having these welts. It turned out it was a chemical burn from the dog rubbing her back on the carpet, and then Jack would be on the carpet, and I couldn't figure out. So I put like lavender, Melaleuca, get them all fine. He'd come home at night. She'd rub her back on the carpet. He'd go down. No. Chemical burns all the way down. So I used a particular, and it was just from a fragranced thing on the dog at the groomers, right? And so I used a particular one called On Guard from the company I use, and I shampooed my carpets. I wiped down my floors. I have a steam cleaner, for my floors, just put water in.
Did you steam clean the dog? Because I feel that should be very effective.
Well, I steam cleaned the dog. She's a white German Shepherd, and let me tell you, she came out blue. No,
so bad.
But I did. I went and washed her with the same stuff, and not one thing after that. So it was like, if you could do that in 2 hours and change the impact of your home, not have to go to the doctor, not have to get a steroid or cream on your child or whatever, and you can trust the effectiveness of how clean your home is, boom.
That's
done.
scary though. That's the scary part though. I think that we're kind of conditioned to think that they're not being antibacterial. They're not as safe as these really harsh chemicals because in the end, you don't want to get sick. There's usually a reason that you're cleaning something out. So it is a little hard to go like, oh, I'm going to put a little tea tree oil on this and everything's
Well,
going
it's
to be fine.
different. I mean, you have to know what the oils you're using, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like, I mean, a citrus oil is going to be what you're going to want to clean the mirrors with and the white walls of your car and things like that. But you want a blend that has been researched. It's used in the hospitals for MRSA and everything else. That's what I use at my women's health clinic I've had for 21 years. We do all the laundry, the gowns, the cleaning. We're not going to take a chance, right, with anything like that.
Wow.
So it is surprising that something so natural and so efficient and been around for how many years, right? Essential oils have been around forever. It's so funny that we wouldn't trust them. That they were used on the front lines in World War II for wound care. Think about that. So there's something we had in our arsenal forever, along with really safe things like baking soda and, vinegar and things like that aren't going to harm your family, aren't going to hurt your animals, aren't going to do any of that. I trust everything in my house that if my dog or child got into them, I'm not on an emergency visit to the hospital.
So what are two quick tips that you would give me of something to use vinegar with that I never thought of and something to use baking soda with that I never thought of?
Well, toilet bowl cleaner, I'll tell you right now, is baking soda. And I use this one called On Guard, or you could use any kind of like melaleuca, you could use eucalyptus, something like that, and use it as a toilet bowl cleaner. Right. I have a spray that I use for all my windows, and that's I like tangerine. Most people like lemon or something like that, but I love the smell of tangerine and orange and things like that. So I use that for my windows, for my counters, for all of that. Quick, easy spray bottle, boom, couple drops of oil, water. You can't get cheaper than that, and you cannot get more effective than that.
Okay, so I wish I could show you guys up close my finger. It's so gross. If anybody
I don't wish you could show me that up close.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to see that up close.
No, I'm going to show you. Are you ready?
We're fine.
I'm going to show you. No, I'm going to show you guys. But if anybody has a weak stomach, don't look. I'm the type of person, my skin's a knee. I almost throw up. So I have a hard time with this kind of stuff. My husband's a firefighter. He's like,
so this is the preamble warning. Don't look. Close your eyes. If you're...
Yeah. So do you see my finger?
No, you're
see that?
What did you do?
What'd you do to yourself?
I cleaned.
Oh, well, that's your problem right there.
I cleaned my house. And my husband said, I'm obviously allergic to cleaning, which I totally agree with. Clearly. Thank you. What this is, and it has happened to me before, and I will not name names as far as what kind of cleaning solvent is, but there are a few things that all of my cleaning things are not in the kitchen, are not under the sink. They're in the garage or they're in a back closet. That's just one of my things. But I do have a hard time letting go of a couple of my old standards. And I have been cleaning the house without gloves on. And you guys, it literally ate through my skin. I called my husband at the fire station. Like, do I have MRSA? What's going on? Like, it's eating through my skin.
No, I mean,
stop.
Hello. Think about what it's doing.
Exactly.
The impact. I mean, the reason I even got into this is I was in a health crisis, and I went through in 24 hours and threw out every single piece of plastic in my home. I threw out all my makeup, all the toxins, because I was in a health crisis.
Yeah.
And and I had to turn all that around. And so that was almost 5 years ago. And it has totally changed the way I look at everything that goes on my body, in our house, what we breathe, what we do, So what do I think about tea tree oil as a home cleanser? I think it's great if you dilute it. I think, it's melaleuca. That's another name for tea tree oil. No. I think it's great. I mean, I use it a lot. It's also great for that finger. If you put melaleuca on that finger, that would be what you need.
Stick that finger in a.
So is melaleuca is tea tree oil? It's the same thing?
Same thing. Just a different name. Yeah.
I have a mom-related question for that. Does tea tree oil actually repel lice? Because I don't think it does.
Yeah, that in a combination with eucalyptus. But now, if they already have the eggs in them, if you're talking about, a child that you're trying to clean the hair, right?
Right,
You're trying to get the nits out.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about proactively putting it on to repel them, I would put a combination called TerraShield. And it has all the different oils that will catch all the different things. And that would be the most proactive measure that I can imagine. The other thing is you really want to build up the immune system because, if you do have a real strong immune system and you then are using the TerraShield topically for if there's been an outbreak, you're really going to be going inside outside, right? You're going to be helping to build up the child or yourself if you're in that situation to also, because I've seen children who have had a real bad case of lice and it really does affect their immune system. They get tired, they get, lethargic. There's other things that happen. Sure. Yeah.
I never knew that. I never saw it as an internal thing. I only saw it as an external
because
thing.
You have to imagine they're on your head.
Yeah.
They're on your head. There's cells in you've got open pores in your head.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, one more question. So
wasn't that fun to talk about? Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Okay.
We are, I swear, we're the Dr. Oz mom talk shows here. We just get so gross so fast. I don't know what happens.
I love it. We're moms.
Okay. So there's one last thing, and look at the sidebar, you guys. Karen's link to her Pinterest page is in the sidebar. Mm-hmm. So look at that, click on it, because there's all kinds of stuff about bath salts and oils and things that you can put together on her Pinterest page. So we can have a little arsenal of good stuff. That's all from the outside, right? Yep. What about from the inside? I talked a little bit about that. As grown moms, we now have some good ideas about Melaleuca products. Is that the company name, by the way?
Well, that's a company name. And let me just tell you, because, you've named the name. The person asked the question.
Right.
So let me describe what I call as anything, like in healthcare, cleaning products, anything. There's a continuum of choices. Something that's not green at all, right? It's got many toxins in it. Let's say it's here, right? And then you have the next step of a company that's a little bit greener, a little bit less toxic, but not 100%, right? So you have to look at it as a continuum, right, of choices. Melaleuca is about here. It's like about halfway, okay? There's still things in the way they process some of the products they put in. They have some great things. They have a wide range of products. So if you're still buying commercial detergent, that's a commercial brand, right? Mm-hmm. Their detergent might be the next best step kind of thing, but it's not like the greenest you could get. So just looking in a continuum, you have to sort of rate 1 to 10, and it's probably like a 4 or 5.
Okay.
So that's my feedback about that.
Okay.
I just think that if you're really looking at your toxic load for your bodies, for your health, and that affects your emotions, everything in your house in terms of what you breathe and what you do, and the cost. Let me just tell you, cost. There's better options than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should put a little kit together of things that are simple for cleaning. As moms, we need things that are fast. These sound like good tips because you only need 1 or 2 ingredients. You can do multiple things with them.
Totally.
Okay, so we can actually personalize the scent of our home too. You can use your different oils and make it your own. This is all really, really good. So we should be doing this. First of all, it's Earth Week, Earth Day is coming up. It's the week of, so this is the time to make the switch if we can. Now, just real quick, make the commitment. Karen, we know how we can get a hold of you on your website, KarenSHudson.com, right?
And they can email me at
Karen Shudson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they can email me at Karen at Change from the Inside Out if they have any questions or anything like that as well.
Okay. Yay. Thank you, because we've got to wrap it up. And I know there are more questions because she knows all about the oils and the bath salts and everything. And if you're handed out free information when she's a life coach who charges a bunch of money, I'll take it. I'll take the free info. I'll take it.
That's how we roll.
Much, Karen. Thank you for being with us tonight. We hope we get to talk to you again on Blab.
Love it.
All right, let's give her some props on the way out. Have a great Mommy Monday.
Bye,
Karen.
Bye.
Yay. Okay, Laura Nix Gerson in the sidebar. You can get Karen's link to her Pinterest page if you just go up the chat. Can you scroll up? If you can do that, you'll see her Pinterest link. She was asking us about that.
I'm gonna respond though briefly to Laura Nix Gerson, who is my name twin, Laura Nickerson and Laura Nix Gerson.
It's weird.
And I just want to respond to her question about removing stains from clothes. Look, I can tell you right now, I don't know a thing about doing it eco-friendly, but I learned a new tip this week and it saved my shirt.
Tell me.
Can I just tell you what it
Yes.
is? I don't know if I'll qualify as green, but it was green detergent. When you get a grease stain on your clothes,
Yes.
do you know what removes it? Dishwashing soap.
Because it gets rid of the greasy. See?
I had
See
the
there?
cutest brand new shirt, and my son ate a big old piece of pizza
Oh,
and walked up
cute.
and gave me a hug right in the middle of a shoot.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love you, Mom. I was like, I love you too, and I've got to finish this episode. And now I've
No.
got grease stains on my shirt. But so I looked it up on the Google, and they told me to try dishwashing, the liquid soap, and it worked.
That's
So
brilliant.
just FYI, totally not a green tip.
No,
But
I
hey,
love that. And listen, you know what? We do the best we can. I have a girlfriend, Martine. She's so green, she doesn't even have a microwave in her house. She's afraid of it. She
Wow.
thinks it's still, she's still there. Okay. But she says every single thing in her house is green cleaning products except a bottle of Shout It Out. That's like the one thing that she won't give up the Shout It Out for the stains. And ladies, you know what? We've got that favorite white shirt, a pair of pants. We need the Shout It
Sometimes
Out.
you gotta
know
do.
what? Yeah, you do what you got to do, but just
You
do
do
a
what you
little
gotta do.
better. Just do a little better than you did yesterday, and we're good. We're on the move.
Yep. Trying to go green with it. Hey, you know what time it is? It's time for Kristen and Laura's Best of LA Top 5 Ways to Experience Earth Day with Kids.
All right. We bring this to you every week so you and the family can have fun in Los Angeles, have the best of LA right in the palm of your hand. And Laura and I are the go-to moms for just that. Our top 5 starts off with the Aquarium of the Pacific. Gosh, I sing that every single time I say it, don't I? It's just such a catchy tune. If you bring an e-waste item, you get $10 off tickets. And that is the 23rd. You can have hands-on fun while learning everyday tips for earth-friendly living. They're going to have some experts there. If you're wondering what in the world is an e-waste item, Kristen Cruz, well, I'm so glad you asked. Because that includes any battery-operated items, your electrical stuff, your electronics, like cell phones or any sort of household appliances, except they ask you to please not bring your refrigerator if you could refrain. But if you want to dump any of your other stuff on them and you don't know where else to take it, now's the time. Aquarium of the Pacific Earth Day celebration. The link is on momangeles.com.
Hey, I have to ask you, how much do you hate San Francisco? Do you hate it? Or are you jealous of it? Or are you just down and dirty competitive with it? Because you can try to beat them with the City Nature Challenge. And this is for the LA people. San Francisco people, you're on your own. So you can do hashtag Beat San Francisco. There's a City Nature Challenge. It's Los Angeles counties. They have all these beautiful beaches and wildlife and all those things right here in our very home city. All you have to do is get your kids out there with you as a family. Take photos of the beautiful wildlife and things we appreciate about our environment here in Los Angeles and upload them to the City Nature Challenge. And then guess what? We may win. Now, this contest is going all the way from April 14th to April 21st. And all you have to do is go visit, let's see, I'm looking for the hashtag Nature in LA on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Or you can go onto their website, which is iNaturalist. So check that out because that is a great way for families to go together and appreciate their environment.
We're right in the middle of something so cool happening at the LA Zoo. Earth Day to focus on endangered species. It happens from, so on Earth Day it starts, runs all the way for a month to Endangered Species Day. That's how they're celebrating. That's a month long from one very important day to the next. And your kids are going to love it and learn so much because they're celebrating our planet every weekend with something unique and different, teaching us how to safeguard natural resources, promote biodiversity, which was a word that I wasn't even familiar with until I started looking further into what they were doing at the LA Zoo. I learned something new every single time I go there. Go to their website or go to momangeles.com, click, and we've got information for you. Your kids are absolutely going to love it.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what else your kids are going to love? the cherry blossoms. Have you ever taken your family to go see cherry blossoms when they're in bloom? I have to say, it's magical. It's truly magical. So if you want to head on over in the valley to Lake Balboa, they have the cherry blossom watch. They are into it. Okay.
Yes.
You can take a bento box and a blanket and have a great picnic with your friends and family.
Yes.
You can feed the ducks. Well, don't feed them because that's not eco-friendly, but you can pretend to feed the ducks and let them, quack at you and you'll all feel good about it. But they actually have all this great video and things like that on lakebalboa.org. And on this Wednesday, April 20th, they have an extra little festival going on, but you can go at any time while the cherry blossoms are in. So go check it out.
Yay, that's a beautiful natural thing to see outside in this beautiful weather. And then number 1 on our list is the same kind of thing, but on the other end of Los Angeles. It's in Lancaster. It's the Lancaster Poppy Festival. You can celebrate the poppy in all of its glory. I mean, everything is in full bloom in Los Angeles right now. The city is absolutely gorgeous. Get outside with the family, experience the city, celebrate Earth Day together. We hope we helped you out this week with another Best of LA Top 5 from Kristen and Laura of momangeles.com.
Hey, I just want to throw in there as we finish that up that we have one more item that we may want to throw into our top 5 as the Poppy Festival actually was last weekend, although we loved it so much. But if you do want to take your kids out to the Renaissance Fair, if you want to take your kid, I'm just going to do it all over again because I know you're going to cut this. If you want to take your kids someplace really fun, it's eco-friendly-ish, but it certainly is a whole lot of fun-ish. It's the original Renaissance Pleasure Fair. Just the name sounds sturdy, but it's not. It's a great old time. It is open in Irwindale, which is not that far of a jaunt, all the way through May 22nd. It's really just a couple minutes away from Pasadena if you don't know where that is. 10 to 7, and they have everything that you see and make fun of on the web, like, the old Renaissance costumes and the big turkey legs and the ahoy there, matey. Oh, wait, that's the Pirate Festival.
Get it together.
There's jousting, but it really is a fun day for your kids. So you're going to want to make sure that you check it out. You can find them on Twitter at SoCal. What's that underscore? What's this? What's the dash one that's like really low?
Like super lazy dash. That's just laying there.
SoCal. Lazy dash. SoCal_Ren_Fair FAIRE. And you can check out the SoCal Ren Fair and take your kids to
As
that.
a California girl, I gotta tell you, summer in Los Angeles is not the same without the Ren Fair. I've been going to it here in Los Angeles since I was a kid. I've got some of the best memories, ate some of the biggest turkey legs. It was the coolest thing. So we hope that this helps you plan your week with your family in Los Angeles to celebrate Earth Day. And we're going to come back next week with another list for you. It's Kristen and Laura's Best of LA Top 5.
One more thing before we take off for the night, and we do need to take off for the night, don't you think? Because Mommy Monday is all... It's all good. No, girl, I can't wrap it up until I tell you that we got a big giveaway coming next week. It's the Dynacraft Barbie scooter, okay, and a helmet. Dynacraft is a super cool company that makes like little cars and little scooters and things for kids. And we've got a Barbie scooter that your 2 to 5-year-old is going to love. Check out all of our information on Mom Angeles, hashtag Best of LA, hashtag Mom Angeles, hashtag Mom
It's not just for kids who love it. It's for Laura Nickerson who loves it too as a grown-up because she tried to squeeze herself into a teeny bitty little car this big at Westfield and Century City at Giggles and Hugs. And there's a video of it online, which is so great because no longer do things that happen in Vegas stay in Vegas. So you can actually see her, and we're going to put up the link so you can see all the fun this company Dynacraft has to offer. They have loads and loads of stuff, and especially if you're going to be outside with your kids this summer, which we all are, put them in a cool ride. They're going to dig it.
That's right. I left my pride at Giggles and Hug in Westfield, Culver City. Hey, we've not just talked, we've blabbed right here on Mom Blab, but make sure you tune in next Monday night at 9 p.m. and every Monday night to hang out with us right here on Blab.
You can follow us on social media. I am your host at Kristen Cruz on Twitter. This is your host, Laura Nickerson, at Knickerburger on Twitter. And of course, you can find our blog posts, reviews, and updates all about being a mom in Los Angeles at momangeles.com. We will see you again next week. Happy Mommy Monday. Thanks for being here with us again, you guys.
Bye-bye.